I'm about that cries, I'm about that cries, hey. I'm about that cries, I'm about that cries, hey. I'm about that cries, I'm about that cries, hey. He changed my life, he changed my life, hey. I'm about that cries, I'm about that cries, hey. I'm about that cries, I'm about that cries, hey. I'm about that cries, I'm about that cries, hey. He changed my life, he changed my life.
You don't wanna mess with the King James Bandit, Bruce Wayne Batman, alter ego status. Check my apparatus, ballad music be the baddest. Breaking necks of rappers that ain't gospel is our passion. Homie, what's happening? Why you looking drastic? Since I grabbed a mic, your favorite rapper stopped laughing. Trying to get you raptured in the air with the master, but sin got you wrapped around his waist like a pamper. Ready, set, go. I'm spitting that gospel, no bragging, no boast. You already know, we let our light shine, watch it go like the cross that we rock on our neck at the show. I stay on the low, but if he gon' try me, then try me, but try me not based on the flow. I spit that theology without apology, I'm such a prodigy, probably prophecy. The Bible is policy, more than a novelty, obviously I'm a beat. Wrapped in his democracy, honestly, anything else is hypocrisy. The kingdom of God, suffering violence, so violent, I guess I'm gonna have to be. Me kill it with really, come join it so you can stand up and say happily.
I'm about that cries, I'm about that cries, hey. I'm about that cries, I'm about that cries, hey. I'm about that cries, I'm about that cries, hey. He changed my life, he changed my life, hey. I'm about that cries, I'm about that cries, hey. I'm about that cries, I'm about that cries, hey. I'm about that cries, I'm about that cries, hey. He changed my life, he changed my life.
Pastor Rodney, I'm so grateful to be a part of your documentary. My name is Sister Linwood Elmore. I'm a member of Mount Lebanon Missionary Baptist Church.
How you doing? I'm Reverend Rodney Hamilton Sr. I'm the interim pastor here at Mount Lebanon Missionary Baptist Church.
And my name is Dorothy Jackson. I'm Dwayne's grandmother. And I've been knowing Rodney and Dwayne and Isaac since they were in this world, and Crystal.
So I've had the pleasure of being a part of Rodney's life, his young life, for many years here at Mount Lebanon.
And I've heard Pastor Rodney preach, and I'll tell you, he brings the house down, and he just, God uses him mightily. And I just want anyone who hears this to know that this man of God is truly being used by God in mighty ways. And I know that anytime you hear him or see anything he's doing, God is leading him mightily.
Mother took very good care of him, kept him in church all the time. So they can't say they don't know the Lord because they know him. Dwayne know him, all her kids know him. Because she was a good mother. She stayed at the school. I think she got on the teacher's nerve. But she was always up at the school with her kids. So they would do what they were supposed to do. But all in all, a lovely, lovely, lovely family.
In the year 1993, I stood right here in this very spot in front of a microphone just like this, and I sung my first solo. I was a young child. I've never stood before anyone ever and opened up my mouth to sing a song. I remember the celestial voices and Reverend Party and the organ being right here. It was so ironic because I was so nervous that I literally turned my back to the crowd. And I looked up and sang toward the audience because I was too nervous to sing the song. And I opened up my mouth, I sung The Reason Why We Sing, written by Kirk Franklin, and it was ironic. It's the first time I had ever cried or felt the Holy Ghost. By the time I opened up my eyes and got done singing and turned around and seen church standing and people praising God, and it was at that moment that I knew that God was doing something through me with my voice. I didn't aspire to be a singer, didn't aspire to be a preacher. I really didn't have any type of aspirations for those things spiritually, but being here at this same spot over 20 years ago, it has inspired me to do what it is I'm doing now. So I'm so thankful for just the people that saw a gift in me and nurtured that gift. I remember choir stand being full and us having our robes, and wearing black and white, and this is one of those churches where we processioned in. Came from the back, and you know how you walk in? Yeah, this is one of those churches. We used to walk in, we used to do that thing. Do a little step back and keep on coming with it. I remember that, so it's just a blessing to be able to stand right here again, knowing how far God has brought me, and to be able to stand and see God doing great things even here.
I rep on. I rep on. I rep on. Rep Christ.
I rep Christ with all of my might. Rep Christ with all of my might. I might better get a wheel. Bless the Lord at all times, a praise he can feel. Cause I'm ready and willing. Ready and willing. When I step on the stage, a new praise I'ma give him. A new praise I'ma give him. Cause he gave me my life back. A new praise I'ma give him. I'ma give him this mic back. Everything that I have, that I got, that I rock, don't front, just praise you for it. Tell me what profits a man to gain the world and lose you for it. Your glory changed my story. I was headed where the fire's burning, but this world my soul was yearning till I found out joy coming from the morning. I'm in, no sin, content for the faith that I'm undisputed. Your joy, love, peace, mercy, and grace, promise you I won't abuse them. You amaze me each and every day, every way. Everything you do is perfect. My choice was to follow your voice, and I'm so glad that the first time I heard it. I love how you love me for it. You hurt when I heard your story. Even when I'm down, never to the ground, somehow your rain tells rain to stop pouring. So the weapons I see they shall not prosper, homie. I'm covered by heaven's army. So you know what that means. I rep Christ with all of my might. You know what that means. Rep Christ with all of my might. I might better get a wheel. Bless the Lord at all times, a praise he can feel. Cause I'm ready and willing. Ready and willing. When I step on the stage, a new praise I'ma give him. A new praise I'ma give him. Cause he gave me my life back. A new praise I'ma give him. I'ma give him this mic back.
Yo, my boy, y'all know him as Rodney. I know him as D-Boy. Met my sophomore year, Northwest High School, in the marching band. He thought he was the stuff on them cymbals, man, you know, but as an individual, he played it all. Bass, snare, cymbal, you know, and he will march in front of the band and outdance anybody, and yes, I said anybody, Arlington.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Big Beats, man. Matt Big Beats Franklin, for y'all that don't know. REP, that's my bro. I mean, you know, a lot of times when people say bro, they just talking about, you know what I'm saying, bro, but I mean, this is my brother. We go back.
First met at a Y-Zone gospel choir rehearsal that was in the late 90s. And when he became the director of YMCA Gospel Choir, that's when we knew him as Church Boy.
Yeah, man, the struggle was real, man. We was had one foot in the door and one foot out the door. Before he was a minister, before he was called to be a minister, to a D-Boy, we ran the streets together, man. He went through a little struggle in his time, you know, where he was homeless, you know. We playing at different churches, you know, trying to make a few dollars, you know, so he could feed himself, put some gas in his van. If anybody know D-Boy, they know he kept that van with all his clothes in it, you know. So, I mean, we went through the struggle, man. Running the streets, man. I don't know if I can say this, but he kept one of them things on him, if you know what I'm talking about. But he was a good dude, man.
He had this gun fetish. He always walk around with the strap. Yeah, I'm like, nigga, you always got the daggone strap with you.
Yeah, we got into some stuff, cause we hung tight, we got into some problems. It was a situation to where his sister got into a little thing with this guy, and she called him. Well, actually, he was already there. He left. He called and told me about it, and so we had to go to the house. And every time, like, Rodney been a little bit cousin. Like, I always wanted to face the problems, but he always the first one to hop out the car, get in anybody's face. So this particular time, he went up to the dude's car, or went to his house, and dude's coming out the house, got in his car with his girlfriend, and cuz hit him, punched him through the window. I mean, he hit him so hard, somebody slammed the car door.
We started playing for a choir called Jerome Taylor and the Voices of Unity. He was playing the keys, I was playing the bass.
That was around the same time we was playing for GT. That's the Gospel Travelers. That's man, we had some guys that we went to high school with, and we had a quartet group called the Gospel Travelers. And man, we was traveling on the road with them, doing that. So we was doing Gospel Travelers. We had the studio. We was playing for Eli, free worship.
So what's crazy is I've been telling this dude that he has probably had the most creative brain that I've ever seen in my life. I mean, he was the first person I hear put helicopters in songs. You know what I mean? Relationship songs. You can hear the other person on the phone, and he has a brain that will pull all of this together unlike anybody else. He's the gospel Cisco. I promise you, he's the gospel Cisco. He put it all together, man. I love him, man. He can do everything from the guitar, from the keyboard, to singing, to writing, to drums, to whatever it is. Like Prince. It's like Prince.
Something. He is just he does everything, but he masters.
He does.
I don't think anything but music.
He does his thing.
Music, videos, I love them.
He does his thing.
Creative, just creative.
And what's crazy is it pours over into preaching as well.
When he started playing for my home church, Macedonia, my minister, my pastor at that church, Reverend Johnson.
Hi, I'm Pastor Ronald Johnson, pastor of Macedonia Church. Pastor Rodney Phillips, been my long-time constituent, my brother, my son in the ministry. You know, Pastor Rodney, he has grown through all these years, and wasn't always where he is right now, you know, with the ultimate knowledge of everything else that he has to offer to all the world. You know, to knowing that, like, that even they're keeping all of those things, we ought to be able to know that, look, Pastor Rodney has grown. When I first received him, he was young, he was wet behind the ears. He drove the church van, but couldn't get no people to church. He even got the church van, and look, it wouldn't keep no gas in it. And even though we had a gas card, it was just one of those things that, like, that always a time through the years. But as God grew him, and as God touched him and transformed him, he has grown into a well-rounded man of God. And I'm proud to say that he's my son in the ministry.
Yeah, so we had a good time together, man. The struggle was real, man. I've seen him sleep in his van a lot, to the point where, come on in the house, bro. You know, my mother embraced him as a son and let him in the house, and we stand on Forest Manor. We even did some stuff out west that, you know, we can't really talk about on film, you know, because it was that time. But he saved my life, man. He saved my life a couple of times, man. And even though he was going through the struggle, I was struggling with him, but we always seen the sun at the end of the road. So that's what I like about D-Boy. That's my homie, my big brother. Big brother.
It's been a couple of times where I need to put the hands on somebody, and then they'll never let me do it. Then that same day, we had to come back because dude had called his family and everything. So again, cuz like, hey, we need to go back over here. Dude talking crazy. So I'm trying to follow him. He done took off in his car. I'm trying to catch up. By the time I get to the house, Rodney's out the car. This man got his whole family outside, and he's already out the car. But nothing happened after that. But it's a couple stories that I could tell you. I could tell you everything. That's the other side that people didn't see. But yeah, this is some of the bad. But some of the good is, I can tell you this, as far as him helping me, as far as my production, I wouldn't even be good as a producer as I am now if it wasn't for him. Learned a lot as far as singing, as far as helping other people, because he did that a lot. But it's a lot of people that only know dirt, and they only tell you that because they don't really know him like that. But yeah, that's a lot.